we're good. Hey guys, Rick Kelly here. Well, they say we're going to go computer racing, and for me this is completely unfamiliar territory, so we're going to get stuck into it. I'm going to have a bit of a hunt around today and find some bits and pieces that I can use to make a simulator. Firstly, I want to thank everyone. I put a bit of a call out on social media and said, what do I need to do? The comments have been really useful for me, and I've learned so much, and as part of that I've been lucky enough to pick up a couple of pieces of equipment. Firstly, from Harvey Norman. Massive thanks to the team at Harvey Norman for coming on board together with Acer for this Predator Orion 9000 computer that I'm going to need. Obviously sim racing, you need a fair bit of grunt behind your computer, and this thing is more than capable. For me it's going to be a little bit like a state level Formula V with a dragster engine in it with this thing powering it, so it's going to be pretty cool. I appreciate that. And obviously you need a steering wheel and pedals set up as well, so the team at Logitech have come forward and gave me a really good setup here to just get started with, so really appreciate that. So these are two things obviously we don't have lying around at home that I'm going to use to build a sim. So we'll have a bit of a hunt around now and find some other bits and pieces. Remembering most people are stuck at home now, so if we can build your own from stuff at home, that's certainly what I'm going to aim to do. So let's have a hunt around. Well, firstly, apologies for the mess in the shed, but probably quite handy today because we're going to need some of the tools and wood that's laying around. So I'm just in the middle of finishing some of the rooms behind me, so we'll grab some of the tools I have been using. Firstly, the Scott Pye spec miter saw, so I'll grab that and put it outside. Got a nail gun here because we're probably going to need that to shoot a few nails around to put it together. Snap-on drill to screw everything up nice and tight. And then if we come around here, see we've got some framing wood here, a bit of pine. So I might chuck some of that in the miter saw, and this is probably going to be the base for our sim. Let's go find a chair. Well, it's a bit of a mess in here again, sorry about that, but I think we'll just grab the camping chair here, one of the camping chairs out of the caravan, and it's not a race seat, but this is going to have to get us by. It's nice and comfy. Oh, look at that. That's a good racing wheel. Glad I don't have to make that. That looks a bit more high-tech than we got in the supercar. Racing pedals, nice. Look at this thing. Oh, have a look at that. Got more horsepower in that than I think we'll ever need. What do you reckon? Is this about all we need? Yeah? Looking good. Well, that's everything I think we're going to require for the first sim. I think this is going to work really good. Well, stay tuned to see how we go screwing this little thing together.
Hi guys, André here. We're just in my house in Melbourne, nice and comfortable with the isolation that's been going on, and fortunately we're a sport we can actually do e-racing, so it's something I've done a little bit in the past. I had the simulator frame and little different versions of it in the past, so it's definitely come a long way and I'm really excited to get out there and get amongst it. But today I'm just going to take you through some of the equipment, some of what I had, why I changed, and some of the features, so you get a little bit of inside peek before the series starts. So I've had this frame from Next Level Racing for quite a while now. They actually gave it to me, which is really good, and it's been really solid for the last year. So the few little tweaks I'm going to do to it is sort of to personalise it for me and to make it as real as we can for what's in the car. So we'll just start out here with the steering. So this is an older style belt driven wheel. It's fairly loud, fairly clunky. It's still fairly good, and obviously people use that to great success, but I've upgraded to a SimMagic dynamic direct drive wheel. So luckily they helped me out there, and it's awesome difference to jump onto that. It's direct drive. There's no slack like this one in the belts from when you go understeer, oversteer, and all the feedback through the wheel. So a lot more direct and controllable through there. And this is what you want, because in a simulator, that's your only feedback. There's no feeling through your bum, through the seat. It's all through the steering, so that's very important. We've also got the steering wheel here, so this one here, a SimMagic steering wheel as well, and I've also bolted my steering wheel from last year on, so exactly the same as what we have on the car. quick release on the back pedals, so we'll use that for the brake bias like we do in the real car, and obviously all your buttons here for pit lane limiter, all that sort of stuff. Also down here we have the gear changes, so this is something that's really exciting and really cool. So I used to have this one before, which is just a simple sequential, or you can even change it to H pattern, which was good, but again, in trying to make it a bit more real and a bit of the fun of it, we managed to get hooked up by these guys, Jinx shifters, and they make this amazing bit of kit. It's quite incredible, the detail in it, and it's actually identical to what we have in the car. So the same side for the front and rear roll bars, and obviously fairly identical shifter. So it's quite amazing to have this on the simulator and to be able to almost replicate what we have in the car. When it comes to pedals, I've had these Huizenfeld Ultimates for a long time now, so I'll just keep them. So now we move on to the seats. So this is something that I've been trying to work on for a while before we even knew that we were racing in the E-Series. The frame comes with obviously this seat here, the next level seat. It's quite good, but obviously nothing like we use in the real car. So if you come over here, we've been hooked up for our Race Tech. I managed to get one of their seats, which is identical shape and everything to what's in our car. Also got the screen. So I've currently got a bit of a setup here, so that's the last bit of the puzzle, so can't wait to get that going.